child education. See, in India, uh, when our constitution came in place, there was this provision under DPSPs which suggested the government of India that they must take care of education of children below the age of 14 years. However, later on, when there was this act which came in, which was Right to Education Act. I think it was in 2001. Okay, when with this act, the government added this provision under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution, which is your fundamental right, which make a compulsory education for children between age 6 to 14. However, 0 to 6 were kept, care and education of 0 to 6 were kept out of the fundamental provision, and it still lies under DPSPs. And the reason was the constraint in the resources, which they find is more important. The focus on that particular area, which was the primary education 6 to 14. Okay. Now, although government has taken up a few initiatives, but this area is still left out. And now why people are saying that it is important that you focus collectively on all this is because that India is a most populous country in the world, and then this is our time to reap the advantage that we have with us in the form of demographic dividend. Okay, so we have a huge demography, and then our youth is unemployed, not like entirely, but we do have a high unemployment rate. Okay, and then we want to increase penetration of uh, education and jobs. Also, we want to move in direction of skill India and startup India. So that will come from early education itself, where you have to have better, healthy, and educated citizens. And this has to stem from the children because they are the future of the country. Okay, so what are the issues that we have seen so far? The early childhood education, that is 0 to 6, because it was not a part of fundamental right, it has remained both underinvested and underexplored over the decades. The simple reason, we had resource constraints. If we focus on the primary education more, because that had more relevance as compared to 0 to 6. Okay, so the social narrative, if you see, the 0 to 6 key education is and care is primarily associated and is being thought that it has to be provided by the mothers themselves at the home. So वो इतना necessary नहीं समझ आता, because women are considered as caregivers for the families. So 0 to 6 is considered as a phase where they can get the learning and care from the home, and specifically by the mother itself. So that is why we had 6 to 14. Now this has to change is what has been argued here, and it need institutional and government support for the care and education of people between children between 0 to 6 of the age. Okay, now what is the importance of early childhood education? It is considered as foundation of human development, because as we say that human brain develop maximum by the age of 5 years. So वो सबसे crucial period है for the brain development of child, and that is why it is the beginning, it is the foundation of human development. Okay, and then relevance of human resources, as we know, they are crucial for nation growth. Okay, that is another thing. Then the current focus is on primary education, and it need to be complemented with childhood education. So that is why you need to focus on 0 to 6 as well, apart from 6 to 14. Okay, now let's see what are the current initiatives that government has taken. The government has taken initiative like Nipun Bharat and Poshan Bhi Padhai Bhi initiative. So Nipun Bharat is basically national initiative for proficiency in reading with understanding and numeracy. It will focus on improving literacy, numeric ability of children. Okay. And if you see the Poshan Bhi Padhai Bhi, it is an initiative of Ministry of Women Development, and it will improve early childhood care and education quality through Anganwadi system. So they will be empowering Anganwadis into impart early childhood care and education, ECCE, early childhood care and education. Okay. And if you see the budget allocations, this is another thing for teaching learning materials and upgrading Anganwadis. They are good. In 2023, the outlay was tripled, and it increased from 140 crore to 420 crore per annum, assuming 14 lakh Anganwadi centers catering to India's poorest 8 crore children under 6. So, Anganwadis ke through, the government is trying to target the children of 0 to 6 years of age. And that is why we have seen that there is a 3x rise in the budget allocation itself for Anganwadis as well. Okay. Now, what is the need? So how do you improve? Like, if you want to impart, what is the need? What can be the way forward? So we need research and evidence based policy. We need, first of all, we need a policy, but it has to be evidence based policy which is suitable for the diversity and of India. So there's a need of rigorous research, macroeconomic parameters pe, social implication pe, of early childhood development. Okay. And then if you see global practice, so international researchers from University of Chicago and Yale, they suggested that कि अगर आप $1 इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो तो उसका 13% रिटर्न आता है with respect to if you focus on early childhood care. That should be your target. Okay. But India may, we have to have studies with respect to the diversity of India, with respect to the numbers in India. So then we can have a research, a policy which is based and which is tailor made for Indian culture. Okay. If you see the international comparison, Hickman's Perry Preschool provides insight. It's essential that you conduct research to for in which is specific to India. Same point. Okay. And you can take examples of international research which has been taken, but again we have to tailor made it for India. And then you can because we are a huge populous country, and then different we impart different religious education as well, so it will go across all the parameters. So that is why 0 to 6 is a very crucial age of child's brain development. So there, your nutrition matters, your kind of games that you play matters, kind of education, analytical abilities को improve करने के लिए जो impart की जाती है, that matters. So all these things matter, and that is why now it is the right time that you should shift your focus to 0 to 6 as well. Okay, so this was it for today. And if you have any question with respect to today's news analysis, you may ask in the comment section below. And this was it. Thank you. Have a nice day.